You're invisible to AI search engines. When customers ask ChatGPT or Claude, what's the dealership recommendation in X city? Are you coming up number one, number two, number three? Are you coming up at all? Most dealers are talked to, they don't know, or they're using ChatGPT wrong because they're not in Incognito. We'll talk about that. So there's a whole new search landscape called GEO, Generative Engine Optimization, and you're probably invisible to it, guys. So the problem I see today is dealers are still fighting the wrong battle when it comes to digital visibility. They're only chasing page one rankings, which is not bad because it's the foundation for everything we're going to talk. So remember, you got to have this foundation before you expand, right? AI has changed how this foundation works nowadays. AI is now a top source for car shoppers search inquiries, and AI is also not just a source, but it is at the top of Google when we are looking at AI overviews. As a matter of fact, Gen Z looks 31% of them start their car search using a smart search engine or an AI search engine. So think about it this way. Your customers aren't just Googling anymore. They're asking AI assistants for recommendations. And AI is crawling the entire internet for answers. If your dealership isn't mentioned consistently across multiple platforms, not just Google is the basis, AI has no reason to recommend you. So, Bobby, how do we fix this?
Yeah, the reality, George, is that car shoppers and really all shoppers use the internet differently than ever before. And I'm one of those people, as many people on this webinar are as well. And we had great Google rankings. Our SEO has been dialed in and we've had a beautiful website. But I found that we were invisible to AI because we weren't mentioned in the places that AI was looking for authority. We were missing from forums, we were missing from specific social platforms. We thought we were being covered on all review sites and we weren't. And we were absent from community discussions. All of that made us invisible to the customers who are using AI.
All right, Bobby, let's use this as a perfect example. Let's get a little bit away from the dealership world because this is a big brand. So Athletic Greens doesn't rank number one organically for green supplements, or at least they didn't a couple months ago when this whole research was being done, right? Or best supplements I should be taking. But Joe Rogan in his podcast mentions Athletic Greens multiple dozens, if not hundreds of times, right? AI has crawled every single episode from Joe Rogan, and they also see Joe Rogan as a big celebrity. So because of this fact, Athletic Greens gets cited number one automatically within the AI search engines. So this is because AI sees the brand repeated over and over again by a big personality, right? And it has big weight and authority within the online world. No backgrounds needed, just consistent brand mentions everywhere AI looks. This is how this guys got there. So before we get into the prompts, here's another pro tip. Have you ever noticed that when you're in ChatGPT, like sugarcoats the answers, it agrees with you, everything is rainbows and stars and everything? Make sure when you're asking the real questions that you want to actually see, like what are other people seeing, not just yourself, make sure in Incognito window, and ChatGPT is in the upper right corner of the screen if you're using the desktop version. That way you don't get the sugar-coated answer. So make sure you're in Incognito when you're running through this prompts, especially for the first one that I'm about to show you. So problem number one, let's see if you're being mentioned, right? What is the best Ford dealer, Toyota dealer in your city? And see who shows up. Once we get this answer, as you can see, Bobby's number one for Kansas City Ford. So excellent job, Bobby. Let's ask the next question. No. We want to create an authoritative content with your dealership's information structure for AI. So we want to include location, specialties, years in business, awards, unique services. And we want to format that with clear headings and direct answers. The key here in this prompt, everyone in this meeting, are the details, are the years in business, are the specialties, the uniqueness. This is what AI search engines is looking for to basically put you over somebody else within that niche that you're trying to conquer. Once we get that formatting going, we're going to grab that core message and then we're going to modulate it or basically formulated for Google My Business, forums, LinkedIn, and industry, because every industry has its different nuances on how content must be written. Bobby?
Yeah, this is exactly our strategy. And we made sure that our key differentiators 4.8 stars, over 3,000 reviews, 100 years serving Kansas City, award winning service department, amongst other things, appeared consistently everywhere. So now when AI looks for Ford dealers in Kansas City, it has plenty of data to cite us to just supplement exactly what you said, George. I cannot emphasize enough that if you're in ChatGPT right now, starting a new chat and looking at the temporary chat window in the top right corner when looking at your dealership, because as George mentioned, it will tell you anything you want to be told. It obviously will tell me that I'm the best car dealership in Kansas City. But I really want to know, what it's saying when other people are asking to.
Exactly, Bobby.